StudyNest. Today we are going to see the chapter Operations on Whole Numbers. So without any delay, let's get started.
So let's begin with our chapter. So the objective of today's class is we're going to learn about properties of addition today, and in our later videos we'll see the rest of the topics. So first we'll see properties of addition and even and odd numbers. So there are four properties of addition: closure property, commutative property, associative property, and additive property. And after all these properties are done, we'll discuss about even and odd numbers. So first, closure property. Closure property. A whole number addition table will always consist of whole numbers only. This means that the sum of any two whole numbers is always a whole number. So you take any two whole numbers and add it, you get a whole number no matter what. So let's go to next property. Okay, so next property is commutative property. In whatever way you add the numbers, the sum remains the same no matter what. So like example, 5 plus 50 is 55 and 50 plus 5 is 55. So in general, if a and b are two whole numbers, then a plus b equals to b plus a. You can understand that from the table here, the addition table. Okay, so I'll just give you a tip to remember that commutative property means the no matter what to it. So you can remember commutative property as the order property. Next, associative property, also called the grouping property. When we add three numbers, the manner in which we add the numbers are grouped and added does not change the sum. Oops. In general, if a, b, and c are three whole numbers, then a plus b plus c is equal to a plus b plus c. This is called the associative property of addition. You can remember it as the grouping property. Additive identity, or the zero property. In general, if any whole number is added with 0, then the answer is the number itself. This is called the additive identity property of whole numbers. 0 is the identity element for addition. Even and odd numbers. So the whole numbers which are divisible by 2 are called even numbers. Whole numbers which are not divisible by 2 are called odd numbers. So even plus odd numbers are odd numbers, and even plus even number is even, and odd plus even number is odd number, and odd number plus odd number is even number. Now it's time to practice. So here we have these questions. We are going to solve them together. So the question is 28,596 plus 3 equals to 3 plus dash. So here they didn't ask like to add up to 28,596 plus 3, but they're saying what should you put in that blank to make 28,596 plus 3 equal to the sum of 3 plus and something. So here comes the commutative property or the order property. See, in whatever way you add two whole numbers, the sum always remains the same. So in the blank we write 28,596. The next sum is 3,85,499 plus 0. Here they're asking us to do the sum and tell. Well, we don't need to go and get your calculator or do stuff like that. We know that any number plus 0 is the number itself. So the answer for this second sum is 3,85,499. The next question says bracket open 3,854 plus 54 bracket close plus 389 will be same as if added 3,854 plus bracket open dash 389 bracket close. So here comes our grouping property. So the numbers, in whatever way they are grouped, the sum doesn't change. So we have to make these balanced. So let's see, 3854 is there on both the sides of the equal sign. Good. And 389 is also there on both the sides of the equal sign. But 52 is missing. So we write 52 here because we have to use the grouping property and we have to see which number is missing. Next, bracket open, and the fourth one is the same as the third one. So I want you to do it on your own and comment down below the answer. Next question. So here they are saying find the missing digits in these addition sums, then reverse the order and add the numbers again. See if you get the same results. So we have to find the missing digits, and this is super easy, guys, believe me. Okay, so we're going to the first question, which is 29-7 plus 324 equals 613. So here we'll see. Now, how exactly do we solve this? So for this, now 7 plus what is going to give you 3. So we can't actually get 3 here. We have to get 13 because we can't get we can't get 3 by adding something to 7. So we add 3 plus let's see, 3 plus I want you to calculate. 7 plus what is 13? The answer is 6. So we write a 6 there and 1 is carry over, like here. And we have, and then we have a 6 there, and then we have 1 carry over. And now what plus 5 because 4 and plus the carry over. So what plus 5 is 6. So we know that the answer is 1. So you get the answer as that. 2,917 plus 3,246 equals to 6,163. So then they say you to add them in the reverse order and see if you get the same answer or not. So we know that according to the order property or the commutative property, no matter what way we add, the answer is no matter what we add two whole numbers, the answer is going to be the same. And we have done that, and the result don't change. Now we'll do the second question, and I want you to practice the third and the fourth question as a HA. So here, 2,860 dash plus dash 532 equals 11,396. So here, 2 plus what is 6? Well, we know that 2 plus 4 is 6, and that's possible, so we write 4 there. So we have 4 in the first blank, and next and then you get and then now here you can see that now we have 6 plus 3, 9, very good. And then 8 plus 5 is 3. No, 8 plus 5 is not 3, guys. If you add 8 plus 5, it's 13. So that means 1 has been carried over. So 2 plus 1, that is 2 plus the carry over is 3. And 3 plus what is 11. So 3 plus 8 is 11. So we are going to get these, that is 4 and 8 in the blanks. Addition in reverse order, of course, it's going to be the same. I want you to do the third and fourth questions as HA or practice sums. Next comes the third question. In each, combine the numbers in the most convenient manner and add them up. Okay, and add them. So let me tell you a trick here. So here they want us to solve this using the associative property or the grouping property. So we have to group the numbers by using the brackets, and then we have to solve it. Now don't go ahead and group any number you like in any two numbers you like. I'll tell you an easier method which is going to make your work easier. So here the first question is 646 plus 23 plus 854. So here I have solved the sum for you guys. So how do you choose which two numbers to group? So if you want to make this easier for you, then follow the tip, because these properties are there so that they make your work easier and not harder. So just follow the tip that I say. So let's get into the tip. The tip is that, see, now here you can see that the end digit. So the end digit are 6, 3 and 4. So 6 plus 4 is 10, which makes you get a 0 at the end. So you get a 0 when added 646 plus 23. So you have the ones digit as you get, when you add, take the two numbers which you want to see if they can be grouped or not, and see the ones digit and add them both. If you get the answer as 10, then continue to group them. If no, then group the other two numbers. So here let's say that we use 6. I want to group 646 and 23, and then add 854. So I see the fourth ones digits, and then I see there 6 plus 3, which is 9. So I'm not getting 10, so I choose another combination. Let's see 646 plus 854. I see the ones digits and add them. 6 plus 4 is 10. So now we can continue to add them. Now why exactly 10? Because at the ones digit you get a 0, which makes your addition even more easier. Let's try another question so that you're crystal clear with this. The question is 6016 plus 289 plus 311 plus 484. So here, as I said, we have to group the numbers as such that the two numbers ones digits add up to 10. So let's see. 600 let's see. I want to group 6016 and 289. I add them both, the ones digits, and 6 plus 9 is 15. But we don't want to group 15. So we don't want the ending digit. We want the ending digit. We want the answer to be 10, not 15. So we don't choose that. Next, 6016 plus 484. We add the ones digits and see that 6 plus 4 is 10. So that means we can go ahead and do that. And here the rest two numbers have to be grouped, even though they are not getting the ones digit, because you have to group them, otherwise it's not gonna work out, guys. You have to group them. So here there's this coincidence that they actually add up to 10 when added with 289 plus 311. So I take the ones digits and add them, I get 10. So it's like a coincidence. It's alright if you don't get it's alright if you don't get 10 at the end after you group two numbers. So it's alright actually. So but try your best to group to get 10. If not, then you can group any numbers you like. So you add them, you get 6500 plus 600, and that equals to 7100. So I want you to do the other sums as practice sums. Next we have to write true or false. So this is very easy, guys. So let's go with the first. It says if two whole numbers are added, the sum may or may not be a whole number. So according to the closure property, any two numbers added, any two whole numbers added will have to be a whole number. So this is a false statement. so you can mark it false. Then we have 0 is the identity element for addition. Yes, 0 is the identity element for addition, and I have also written down that there in this. So here 0 is the identity element for addition, so and that's true, so we mark that as true. Next, the sum of any two odd numbers is always even. See here in the even or not slide, so the question says that any two odd numbers is even. So here we can see that any two odd numbers when added, it's even. So, and you can actually check that out and see if it's correct or wrong. I mean, it's correct, but you can always look out and see if it actually works. So yeah, the statement is true, so you can mark it as true. Okay, next, if we change the order in which four numbers are added, the sum changes. So the answer is no, because you know, like according to the commutative property which we saw earlier, it says in whatever order you add two or more whole numbers. Sorry, I just forgot to mention that. So two or whole numbers, like any two whole numbers or two or more. So two or more, like if any two or more whole numbers are added, the sum does not change, so the answer is false. Next, the associative property of addition states that in whatever order we add two whole numbers, the sum always remains the same. So this is not true, because associative property is the the associative property is the grouping property, and it states that no matter how you group, the answer is going to stay. But this is like the order property, this is telling us, so it's false. So yay. Okay, now for the fifth question, it says find the missing digits in these addition sums in which the digit is the same in each blank for each sum. So here we have actually done this sort of sum in the second question, if you remember. So that's the same thing we have to do. We just have to see the missing blanks, but here the twist is that all of them is the same number. So let's see. Let's start with this side. So 2 plus 2 is 4. Okay, this is, you have to put a little brain on this so that you get it correct. So let's try with the number 1. So let's see, 2 plus 2 4, and then you add a 1 there, and then another one and another one. So you get, when you add, let's suppose that all the blanks are filled with 1 for now. Let's suppose that, and you just calculate and see if you get the correct answer, because you actually don't get the addition sum correct. But with the case of 6, you can see that all the sum, the addition sum is like really suitable and is working out. So, and here also you can see I've done with 6. You can see 2 plus 6 is 8, and then 9, 10, then 16. So you get actually 6 and then carry over 1, and then when you add that you get 12, and 22, and then you get 2 carry over, and then when you add that you get 19, and then when you get 1 carry over, and then at last you get the answer which is correct. So the second one is this, and I want you to try it on your own. It's super easy, just try it on your own. Next, write any 2-digit odd numbers and add them. Is the sum odd or even? Well, in our odd and even slide, we saw that the sum of any two odd numbers is always even, but you can always solve and see, like here in this case I have used 25 and 23, and when I added them is 48, which is an even number, so the sum of any two odd numbers is even. Next, it's the same sort of sum but a little different. Let's see. Write any two 3-digit even numbers and find their difference. Is the answer odd or even? So let's see. I have taken two 3-digit even numbers, which is 500 and 230, and then I found the difference is 270. So I say that the difference is even. So the next question here is add each of the following and check the answer by adding them again in a different order. So we have the first sum as 42,061 plus 398 plus 4,52,786. So I'm giving you 5 seconds. Just add them up and unpause the video again. Pause the video if you need more time. Okay, so here you can see that I have added them and I've got 5,245, and of course according to the, and as we learned before, in the commutative property or the order property, no matter what, however you add, the answer is not going to change. But because they have said in the question that we have to check, so I've checked, and again I got 4,95,245 only, so the sum does not change. I want you to do the second one on your own as a practice sum. Next, find the answer using the most convenient arrangement. This is like the third question only, so it's super easy. So let's see. It's 12,007 plus 301 plus 4,793. So as I said, to use the trick which I told, take any two whole number, take any of the two numbers in the sum and then see their ones digit and see if they get 10. You get the 10 as the answer. So here I have seen that I have wanted to group 12,007 plus 4,793, and I took their two and took their ones place digit, that is 7 and 3, and added them up and got 10. So we can use that to make, this is not actually compulsory, but this is to make sure that your addition gets even and even and even more easier, because addition with 0 is always easier. So I want you to do the second question on your own as a practice sum. Okay, here's the last question for today's day. So it is, if there are 28 boys and 29 girls in a group, would you have to arrange for an odd number or even number of chairs in the group? So they're asking how many chairs will you put. So let's see. Number of boys in a group, 28 boys. Number of girls in a group, 29 girls. Total number of girls and boys together, 57. So I would arrange odd number of chairs for the group. So that was it for today. I hope you enjoyed and learned something new, and if yes, give this video a big thumbs up and stay tuned for the next video, because then I would be telling you the properties of subtraction.